What if light isn't just what we see with, but what allows us to be? Imagine a universe that means nothing until light meets a consciousness capable of seeing it. In this episode, we're turning inward, exploring the profound connection between the light that illuminates the cosmos and the consciousness that perceives it. From the first dawn over primeval Earth to the glow of a lamp at midnight, light has been our oldest companion. It illuminated not only landscapes but also minds. While previous chapters followed light outward, through stars, galaxies, and cosmic horizons, this one turns inward to the realm of perception. For all our telescopes and equations, the universe means little until light meets a consciousness capable of seeing it. Long before intellect or language, there was vision. Life evolved in the chemical twilight of the oceans. Early organisms sensed brightness rather than form, detecting the faint shimmer of the sun filtering through water. Over millions of years, those primitive receptors became eyes, windows through which light entered not only cells, but awareness itself. When a creature first recognized the difference between light and shadow, the universe gained its first witness. Photons striking the retina trigger electrochemical messages that race through neural pathways into the brain's visual cortex. There, pattern and color emerge, not as intrinsic properties of light, but as interpretations. What we perceive as red or blue is a negotiation between wavelength and mind. The spectrum existed for billions of years before eyes evolved, but color was born the moment living tissue learned to read it. In that instant, beauty became possible. Each discovery deepened both knowledge and metaphor, light as particle and wave, as symbol and substance. The eye's precision, a lens focusing on fovea, cone cells distinguishing subtle hues, made vision our primary means of knowing. When ancient peoples watched firelight dance on stone walls, they saw more than illumination. They saw movement frozen in symbol. Art was born from the flicker of torchlight in caves. Later, when sunlight passed through stained glass or painted cloud, it carried stories of gods and heavens. Light, once physical, became spiritual, a metaphor for knowledge, divinity, and truth in every culture. Science, too, owes its birth to vision. Observation, the act of seeing carefully, defined inquiry. Galileo's telescope transformed starlight into evidence. Newton's prism revealed that white light is a mingling of colors. Maxwell's equations united optics with electricity and magnetism. Neuroscience shows that sight occupies nearly a third of the human brain. Our sense of space, motion, and distance is built upon light's reliable speed and straightness. Because photons travel in lines, we learned geometry. Because shadows form, we learned depth. Because light reflects, we learned shape. Even our languages encode this supremacy. We see a point, we enlighten the mind, we shed light on truth. Across tongues and eras, light and understanding remain synonyms. If you're finding this exploration of light's profound influence as illuminating as we are, consider hitting that subscribe button and joining us for more journeys into the universe's deepest connections. Philosophers recognized the connection early. Plato's allegory of the cave imagined prisoners mistaking shadow for reality until they turned toward the sun, the ultimate source of both light and truth. Centuries later, Descartes likened consciousness to a lamp within thought, illuminating ideas. The Enlightenment named an entire era after that metaphor, the spreading of light through reason. In every case, cognition mirrors the properties of illumination, clarity, revelation, and the dissolution of darkness. In art, light guides emotion. The play of shadow and glow in Caravaggio's paintings conveys redemption and mystery. Impressionists dissolved objects into luminous vibrations. The film camera, manipulating exposure, turned light into narrative language. Even modern technology, LED screens, fiber optics, extends artistic luminosity into pixels and photons. Every image ever captured, digital or painted, records light once reflected from a real thing. To look at any picture is to re-experience ancient photons brought into presence again. Religions too adopted light as central symbol. The burning bush in the desert, halos around saints, the enlightenment of the Buddha beneath the Bodhi tree, each transposes physical radiance into inner illumination. Light became the language of transcendence, the bridge between matter and spirit. If darkness signified ignorance, then understanding itself was the arrival of dawn. But if light has shaped our art, our faith, and even our very language, what happens when we push our understanding to its absolute limits? What profound secrets does light reveal when we look at it not just with our eyes, but with the most advanced instruments? And how does its quantum nature challenge our very definition of reality? Modern physics extended our sight far beyond the limits of biology. Radio telescopes capture wavelengths 1,000,000 times longer than visible light. X-ray and gamma instruments detect energies billions of times higher. Through them we perceive the invisible, pulsars spinning, quasars blazing, the faint whisper of the Big Bang lingering as microwaves. We have, in essence, evolved technological eyes as extensions of imagination. Their data, translated into color and form, become new ways for the universe to perceive itself. Yet, even with these tools, our interpretation remains an act of mind. A radio map of a distant nebula is meaningless until consciousness assigns pattern and understanding. The cosmos is only luminous in the presence of awareness. At quantum scales, the link between light and observation grows stranger. Photons behave as waves until measured, when they manifest as particles, a phenomenon that ties existence to detection. The act of observation doesn't create reality in a mystical sense, but it chooses among its possibilities. In that delicately probabilistic world, measurement and knowledge are inseparable. The observer matters. Though consciousness isn't required for quantum collapse, detectors suffice. The metaphor endures. Reality crystallizes through interaction, just as perception gives meaning to light. If the outer cosmos is composed of galaxies and filaments, the inner cosmos of consciousness is composed of sensations and thoughts, both structured by light. Neural impulses flicker between electrical and chemical states. Our very perceptions are patterns of energy not unlike waves and photons within the brain's architecture. Awareness, in physical terms, is also radiance, information propagated through a delicate network. From an evolutionary perspective, light shaped not only physiology, but time perception itself. Day and night cycles synchronizing circadian rhythms regulate hormones, metabolism, and mood. Our concept of time, waking, sleeping, aging, arose from the rhythm of dawn and dusk. In darkness, we measure by memory. In daylight, by progression. Thus, consciousness literally moves to light's cadence. Luxuries of brightness can obscure the subtlety of shadows where imagination dwells. The torch became lamp, the lamp became laser, the laser became fiber optic signal carrying thoughts at near light speed. In that sense, civilization is a project of accelerating light. Information now circles Earth many times per second, and digital displays illuminate nights once lost to stars. We inhabit an artificial dawn that never ends. But this abundance raises questions. What happens when the night, crucible of reflection, disappears? Ancient astronomers depended on darkness to see the heavens. Today, light pollution hides most of the Milky Way from human sight. In mastering light, we risk blinding ourselves to its origin. Just as light reveals objects by bouncing from them, awareness reveals existence by reflecting upon it. To be conscious is to mirror the universe, casting meaning back toward its source. The philosopher Teilhard de Chardin called humanity the universe becoming aware of itself. Every act of observation, scientific or poetic, is that self-recognition made visible. In this view, consciousness is not separate from cosmos, but continuous with it. Matter looking inward at its own pattern experiences thought. Light encountering complexity becomes insight. A photon exiting a distant star might wander for billions of years, only to end its journey in a human retina, a transformation from energy into experience. Thus the universe completes a circuit: emission, travel, perception, comprehension, light returning as understanding. Despite centuries of study, neither light nor consciousness is fully understood. We know their behaviors, not their essences. Photons have no rest mass, yet carry momentum. Thoughts have no location, yet alter behavior. Both exist at boundaries. Light between energy and matter, consciousness between matter and meaning. Each resists total explanation, inviting wonder rather than closure. Perhaps they are different expressions of the same underlying principle: information made visible and self-aware. Understanding this kinship carries moral weight. To bring awareness is to illuminate, to ignore is to darken. Knowledge imposes responsibility, not superiority. In ecological sense, every beam of sunlight captured by leaf or cell fuels life. Every photon wasted through excess consumption deepens imbalance. To live wisely is to match our brightness to the planet's tolerance, to use light without erasing darkness. Humanity stands at a crossroads defined by illumination. We harness fusion in reactors, lasers in surgery, satellites in orbit, all children of what began as starlight. Whether these tools heal or harm depends on intention. Light itself is neutral. It is we who must decide what it reveals. Eventually, the cosmos will grow dark again, as described in the universe's far future timeline. But darkness is not emptiness. It is the canvas upon which light writes meaning. So long as awareness endures anywhere, the dialogue continues. Even when stars fade, thought may kindle new forms of radiance: mathematical, informational, internal. Perhaps consciousness itself is the last light, the one that persists after suns die, capable of reimagining them anew. If so, then our understanding of light closes the loop begun at cosmic dawn. The first photons released after the Big Bang have traveled 13.8 billion years to become the beauty we see, the insight we speak, the awareness that now contemplates them. In transforming energy into meaning, the universe completes its own sentence. Hold out your hand in sunlight. Between flesh and sky lie 93 million miles, the same journey light crossed from the sun to you. Within that photon's path is the story of everything: its birth in stellar fusion, its passage through the vacuum, its arrival in your perception. For an instant, its energy becomes understanding, and understanding becomes gratitude. The cosmos needed billions of years to produce that simple motion: light meeting consciousness. And in that meeting, for just a moment, the universe knows itself illuminated. If you've been enlightened by the profound connection between light and consciousness, make sure to subscribe for more incredible journeys through the cosmos. And to continue your exploration of the universe's wonders, click on the video appearing on your screen right now.